Alright, what's up everybody? This video we're checking out every new unit except for the Godly, from the Halloween Part 2 Godly Rimuru update, Anime Last Stand. Thank you to Aqua and RyZe for showcasing these two first units here. We have Gogeta and Goku Black. But I am also going to be kill farming for my Godly Rimuru. That's why I'm not showcasing any new Halloween stuff this time. I'm focusing on Rimuru, because he's a very complicated unit. But otherwise, okay. We have Gogeta here. Warriors of Miracles, perfect. This is with, double check here, Naruto lead, crit tree, I'm guessing maxed out, triple S, double S, triple S there, and probably no soul. We have the shred effect there on placement, which is actually pretty good. Placement cost of 800, hill unit with Wish and Glorious here. Take a look at what we have. Let me go ahead and throw my Rimuru on none for now, because he's kind of stealing kills here. So, okay. Animation. Oh my goodness, that is a lot. Youch, my eyes. Okay, well, Kone AoE, doing that. If we go on the upgrades here, just get these over with. Upgrades at first, because I kind of want to get this animation not as bright, not gonna lie. But pretty okay damage so far for having Shred. He's actually really good, and pretty cheap. Okay, Shining Dragon Slam. And that was going to unlock a passive, I believe, as well. So Dragon's Roar Echo on upgrade 7, and a new attack Shining Dragon Slam, which is not quite as flashy, thankfully. There's kind of a lot going on. Keep going here, max him out. He's going to be Fusion Tango ability. Okay. Requirements. Friendly rivalry triggered 30 times. Enemy with 100 times damage. Okay. We're gonna have to run a Nightmare Infinite for this guy. Oh no, we'll come back and do this, but okay. This is gonna fuse him into the perfect form between the two. Which, hold on. Check out the actual passive here now that we have the maxed out upgrade doing 1.27 over 2.52 with Shred, Kone AoE. Friendly Rivalry. 30% chance to follow up on his own attack. The follow-up deals 1.5 times damage, is guaranteed to crit, and applies Hemorrhage. Okay, so RNG follow-up attack thing. Giant Ape Strength. Damage scales with total unit kills, plus 1% damage per 10k kills. That was 50%, so okay. Every attack and kill he's going to gain damage and crit damage, and once he reaches that cap, he's going to reduce the bonus by 20% until a follow-up hits. Wait, what? Okay, so he loses the damage, and once he hits a follow-up, he starts increasing again. Okay, so he kind of like runs out of the buff in a weird way. Huh. And then Dragon's Roar Echo. Every 7th attack deals 3 times damage in range, applying Plasma, Office Multiplier, and inflicting stun. Every few attacks, he's doing like a little mini nuke type of thing. Mini nuke, tons of damage. Plasma and stun are both pretty good effects. And now for the other part, Fusion Tango. We're gonna have to hop into an infinite, like a Nightmare Infinite, because these guys are not quite tanky enough, sadly. We'll be right back for this guy. One sec. Alright, we had to switch maps real quick, but we should be ready to check out the Fusion Tango. Wanna pop? Fusion? Check it out. So we had to reach enemies with 100 billion health to actually be able to use it. It took a very long time, but as you can see, they're well over that now. Thought this was supposed to have an animation? Oh wait, I have it disabled? I don't know, we might have it disabled. Okay, that's unfortunate on mine. I didn't know that I actually disabled ability effects. I thought those are kind of a different thing. If it normally has an animation, I don't know. But they fuse, okay, they do a little dance, I think. And he becomes a Bogata of Miracles, perfect. So we have a new unit here, which is now unsellable and very expensive upgrades, but yeah, sorry for not having the animation on, I guess. I didn't realize it was different stuff. We have an emoji on top of the enemy, which is, I'm guessing, the mocking taunt above him, because it looks like it'd be for taunt, right? But okay. This passive, we already saw that was the, like, he gains damage when he kills stuff, and when he reaches the follow-up attack or whatever, it kind of reduces. Okay. Primal Fuse Warrior. He has a meter now, and he gains meter per attack or follow-up, and it drains each time. Drains every second. Okay, he's going to gain crit and crit damage. Crit chance and crit damage. At certain intervals, he's going to ignore stun, and deal 50 times his damage in range when he gets stunned, applying Plasma off that multiplier, so like a pretty nice nuke, I think. Gain Weakened and 10% crit chance at 25. At 50, he's going to reduce the mocking taunt timer to 30 seconds. Then 75%, he's going to, or 75, he's going to increase his base damage by 50%. Wait, increase the summons by 50% of his base damage. Okay. And then 100 of the bar here, crit chance, minus 100% chance to super crit. What? Okay, so he has a low, really low chance, crit chance minus 100. 50% chance to super crit, which is apply crit damage multiplier a second time, like a double crit. And summons no longer receive damage buffs, those are redirected to this unit at 50% effectiveness. Okay. Well, he's got a lot of stuff going on. The meter's just going to kind of ramp up and change his summons and damage, and mostly crit related stuff. He can super crit now. Talking Taunt. Every 40 seconds, taunt all enemies in range. We can see the emoji above them. For 10 seconds, cleansing their stuns and causing them to run toward this unit. Let me go in 1x speed so we don't lose real quick. While taunted, they take 50% extra damage and reduce to 20% for nukes. Okay. And after being taunted 3 times, the debuff becomes permanent for that enemy. That is why we have it permanently. We also do see the crit damage is very, very high from the meter, I'm guessing. And from Giant Ape's Rage as well, so very high crit damage on him. But keep going on the upgrade, check out the actual damage numbers. I mean, right now he has Shred, Crippled, Weaken. Very good support, and he gains a new ability on upgrade too, 10 times after image Brandon Ha. On activation, summon after images for 60 seconds. Bogata of Miracles Perfect has a 5% chance to follow up the attacks of each after image. This unit and each of his clones deal 20 times damage in range and apply blaze. Okay. Wanna auto this ability? Auto that one. Check out the after images on him. Should be like clones around him like Goku Black, yeah. Oh my goodness, okay. But they're doing apparently 300 mil, and wow, where's even the original one at? Oh shoot, I gotta like turn those off, bro. Okay, original Gogeta, where are you? There you are. Okay, that's a lot of clones though. They're all doing apparently 300 mil, but keep going on the upgrades. Upgrade 7, we have Ultra Big Bang Brandon Ha times 100. Okay, upon activation, he's going to stun himself for 30 seconds. During the duration, he's going to deal a little mini nuke and 1% max HP per second, so 30% max HP maximum. This is a permanent cooldown though. And permanent changes, now deals 0.5 times damage in range every second, permanent, so he gains like a full AoE Cosmic Dust Storm type of thing from Garo back in the day, like a full damage over time thing. And then he's going to permanently have the clones here. I'm not sure if that's going to stack for each activation. If it does, that's really dumb, and your game will probably crash. But he can permanently keep clones, which I guess we want to use it. Want to use ability. Check out the maxed out one here. Doesn't have an animation. Looks like no, but he does stun himself and does a lot of damage here, as we can see. If we max him out, he is doing a total of 4.84 bill every 4.2. I mean, further crit multipliers he has once he ramps up, which kind of, you know, a lot of things that kind of make him lose his bar and lose his, like, Ape's Rage passive or whatever. But when he ramps up, he's really good. And he's also very expensive. I don't know. Definitely an infinite unit, I would say. I mean, also a good boss killer, because, like, there's no other scenario we're going to have 100 billion enemies to be able to fuse him in the first place, but either way. Seems really good. Thank you to Aqua again for showcasing, and RyZe, of course, for showcasing the Zamasu Goku Black one. But moving on. That was Gogeta. Next up, we have the Absolute Deity, which is Goku Black and Zamasu. And I'm kind of confused because these guys already had a fusion unit before, but whatever. So we have the Taunt passive here. Redirect any stuns aimed at allies within 20% of this unit's range to this unit, so he's going to be like tanking a stun for other stuff. And when he stuns, he's going to redirect... When he's stunned using a redirect stun, sorry. He's going to apply Shred after using Meet Up, which is one of his abilities here. So pretty much he can take stuns from other people. That's all that really means. Agonizing Growth. 5% damage per second stun, so when he actually takes the stun from them, he gains damage up to 250% extra, which is not bad. He unlocks Dimensional Rift once that maxes out, so we'll catch that eventually. And then he actually does damage while stunned as well, so he's kind of built around getting stunned for other people, and also getting benefits from that stun. Okay. By the way, he is going to be right here, triple S everything, no soul, no godly lead, no skill tree, and then a Glitching Glorious on him, and 900 to place. Thank you to RyZe for showcasing this one. Get into the upgrades here. Right now he is a circle AoE. The animation looks pretty simple there when we saw it. But upgrade 5, we have Meet Up. Okay, so this is going to be, when he maxes out, you need to use Meet Up here. Guessing? Use? You have to be past upgrade 5, and unlocks the rest of his stuff. Here we go. You can barely hear the voice line, not gonna lie. He's like going all the way across the map. You can barely hear the voice line, but he's talking. Oh, here we go. Now you can hear it. Diffusing. Okay. Now we have the next upgrades unlocked, so we get Key, Sword, Ballet. Is that supposed to say Ballet? I don't know. But, new passive, Immortality. Okay, gains stun immunity. Wait, what? And he unlocked Dimensional Rift now for hitting the maxed out 250% cap. Okay, so the Dimensional Rift. When he misses a crit, he summons a clone with a percent of his damage, which can inflict a bleed, hemorrhage, or mutilate, and he has a max of 5 clones, okay? Enemies killed under those effects will grant him more damage, and all existing clones perform a follow-up attack. Okay, so when he doesn't crit, he gains clones, and when he crits, all clones are going to perform a follow-up attack. Very strong clone unit. Immortality, gains stun immunity. Debuffs applied to this unit are neutralized. Agonizing Growth can still proc. Okay. He's actually immune to stun now, but it can still proc the damage increase, I guess. I don't know how that works, but okay. Zero Mortals, okay. All non-boss enemies in range are slowed by 20% of their current speed, and then extra elemental damage versus dark. So it kind of becomes a light unit at the same time as being dark, and then non-boss enemies are slowed down by quite a bit. Keep going on the upgrades though. Next attack, which is upgrade 6 here, Key Sword Ballet, remains a circle AoE. And next attack on upgrade 9, now he uses Twin Crush, which is going to be also a circle AoE. But he has really good damage already. I mean, 5 billion, just about 6.24 billion maxed out every 5.58. Two passives maxed out, called Pure Evil. We find that right here. Pure Evil, enemies in range take 15% more damage from all sources. This is very good. Pretty much like a guaranteed enemies take more damage. And extra damage each second a boss is in range with a cap of 100%. Okay, so even more damage. We can see him ramping up to in the 7 billions now when a boss is in his range. Okay. Beautiful, actually, beautiful. That was on max upgrade though, so very expensive. 1.6 mil. One of these ability. Ability. I'm so bad at typing today. Okay. Shorten it to ability here. God Obliterator. So that is just going to be a nuke, it looks like. So +1 multi for every percent of damage buffed on this unit times current damage. So right now it would be 400 times current damage. To all enemies in range over 20 ticks. Okay. And surrounding enemies are afflicted with permanent fear. Pretty good nuke, and also a very low cooldown on it. 100-second cooldown. Very good spammable nuke. This guy, I think with the ability on auto and for the cost of 1.6 mil, very good. Thank you again, RyZe, for showcasing this guy. This was Goku Black. Here are the clones as well, which are applying different effects. You can see one had like bleed, for example. Now they're gone. Okay, but very strong unit, I would say. Actually, really good. Yeah, that's it. That's Goku Black and Zamasu. Moving on to Ainz, or King of Darkness Overlord here. I'm gonna go ahead and give you an apology in advance for if I can't read these passives, because I mean, yeah, he's got a lot of them on placement. But okay, thank you to BBarn for showcasing this one. We have a Glishan Mystical. Double check right here, we have no skill tree, Naruto lead, triple S everything, Butch Mystical, level 85. Okay, but let me set up my Rimuru here, or just put him on none so we can see the attack animations. We have a placement cost of 2.5k. He's a cone AoE, doing about a lot of damage, but okay. This number is heavily inflated from that damage buff you see right there, which is going to be going up every time he's not attacking. And he has a very slow SPA, so it kind of works out, in a way. I'll move my Rimuru to, like, over here, actually. There we go. Gotta farm kills for the godly, you know? But okay. Getting into the passive. So the first one. How I'm interpreting this, right? For every upgrade, he unlocks the next one. So the first one, he has the summons every 40 seconds, which is going to be, like, a little bit of damage scaling off of his damage stat there. He has a freeze one on the next upgrade, and then a fireball one for sunburn. Every few attacks, every few seconds type of thing. And then we have Acid Arrow, which is kind of like a boss killing one. He's going to gain poison and do a follow-up attack to the strongest enemy. And then he gains slow, and then he has on crit apply bolt, so he's going to apply bolt. Every 75 seconds, mark 7 random enemies with extinguish, which is pretty good debuff. First time a mini-boss / boss enters his range, he deals 5 times his damage plus 5% max HP damage. And then a meteor fall at the start of every wave, crushing meteor dealing 25 times damage. And finally, Black Hole unlocks the Black Hole active. And I'm guessing these are probably unlocked from upgrading him. I don't know. There's a lot to read, sorry. But, I mean, I don't see him having Black Hole yet. I think that would have procced by now if it wasn't based on his upgrades, but whatever. Okay, this one, Pure White Devil. This is going to be kind of like, if he sees a certain effect, so if he sees Bleed, Hemorrhage, Dismantle, and Rupture on units near him and enemies near him, he's going to gain Wind Shear and Bloodlust. So pretty much, if he sees Electrified or Bull, he gains Plasma. If he sees any type of burn, he gains Blue Flame. And if he sees Crippled, Weaken, Expose, or Shred, he gains Despair. And Detonation, he gains Unstable. So he gains a lot of different debuffs, this guy does. And this is the one increasing his damage number there. For each second not attacking, so because he has a very slow SPA, his damage is ramping up to 600%, which is going to be like if he's not attacking for, I guess, 60 seconds, I guess? I don't know. Because 10% per? Yeah. And then each stack is going to last for 120 seconds after attacking, or on reaching the cap. So he can actually have a very huge damage buff if you ramp him up properly. But targeting mode is none, max damage buff is reach, switch to first. Okay, so he can't be on none to take advantage of that buff. Got it, got it. Okay, we get into the upgrades though. He does have Black Hole in upgrade 1. Okay, so he unlocked a new spell here, and he unlocked Black Hole. It might be RNG. I might have not interpreted this right. Like maybe every upgrade he has a chance to unlock a random spell here? I don't know. That's probably how it works actually. But Black Hole. Upon activation, deal 30 times damage to enemies in range, permanently apply crippled and negation to them. We'll use Black Hole. Check that out right here. Does it have an animation? Should see it if it does. Nope, okay, no animation. But he does have an attack animation there, that little magic blade thing. Keep going, keep going. Next attack, we have Black Hole in upgrade 5, which is a circle AoE. Have him with... Okay, it shows his spells above his head. Okay, so we can see him unlocking them. And it probably is RNG, because he just gained Fireball. Okay, so it's RNG. On every upgrade he can gain one. Acid Arrow there, we have Poison now. Okay. So yeah, every upgrade and on placement he gains a random spell. Upgrade 9, Falling Descent. He is still circle AoE. And oh my goodness the damage. Oh my goodness the damage. Okay. Glitch and Mystical, so it is kind of expected he'll be crazy, but maxed out. I'm assuming he has enough upgrades to get every spell now, because upgrade 11. Total cost of like 2.8 mil, very expensive. But oh my goodness the damage for having Poison and all those different effects. Okay. The goal of all life is death. This is the ability he gained to max upgrade, make sure he has no other passives, nope. Okay. Upon activation, apply Decay to all enemies on the map. Enemies killed by Decay will respawn as zombies with 250% of his damage stat. Okay. Now Decay, I'm pretty sure is, yeah, guaranteed insta-kill after a very long period of time. Pretty cool effect to give Ainz. I think it matches what he does, if I remember correctly. And yeah, he's going to pretty much guaranteed one-shot anything on the map after a very long amount of time though, so like kind of a countdown thing. But his ability? Check out the final ability here. Should apply Decay to all of them. If there was anything on the map, but I think we might have used it at a bad time. It's whatever. No animation, but yeah, it's a guaranteed insta-kill there, and also has summons. We see the zombies coming in. Pretty cool. I think this guy is really strong, depending on what units you run him with, because of the mirroring effect passive. But the damage, that is insane, bro. Thank you again, showcasing this one at BBarn. This is with, I believe, no skill tree, you said, by the way, so really crazy. Moving on from Ainz, though. Very good unit. Finally, we're checking out Simon, or Shimon Digger. This guy is a mech unit, and I want to see his placement animation again. We should have him with a little code word here. We're replacing him, I think. If we're picking up what we're putting down. Dancing. Yep, okay, replacing him, ready? Watch the placement animation. Boom. Little box thing. It's exactly the same as White Grim Reaper, I think, back in the day. Yeah, it was a while ago, but pretty crazy. Boom. Awesome. Okay. So Simon here. Mine AoE on placement, total cost of 10k, pretty expensive, but passives here. Engin Topologin. He will spawn with his personalized mech, and the mech will automatically attack rather than... Okay, so the mech is the one attacking. And the cool thing about this thing, which I'm not sure if it says in the passives or not, I do see the mech attacking, very cool. I can control him, and I think I can attack. Like, it shows I can click on these units, right? And yeah, I just punched him. I just meteored him, I think. That's awesome. That's really awesome, I think. In my opinion. Okay. Or maybe that was Ainz meteoring him. I don't know, we forgot to put Ainz on none, maybe. But, still really cool. Check out... Hold on. Let's put this guy on that. There we go. Check out the actual upgrades, though, and the other passives. So, Spiral Power. Every wave he gains more damage from the Spiral Power, so damage divided by 100 million, and the cap of 1000, okay? And then every 100 Spiral Power he has, he gains more range. At a certain interval, so 500 he gains Exposed, 750 he gains Negation, 1k he gains Enhanced Dismantled, and Dismantled deals, I guess, okay, it just tells us the normal effect of Dismantled. And also, okay, it also slows down and does max HP, so it's a little bit better. Probability fluctuations. Okay. While the player is piloting his mech, attacks deal a bonus of 0.5% to 1% current HP as damage, uncapped. Wow, so he's an infinite unit for sure. While he is piloting, this unit becomes... Wait, this bonus becomes 2 to 2.5% current HP uncapped. Okay. So while he is not being, like, manually piloted, while he's just kind of attacking on his own, he has already HP drain, which is really cool. And the mech is attacking instead of him, as we kind of established from the first passive here. If we check out the upgrades right now, he's already doing okay placement damage, but he does cost like 10k, so kind of expected for him to be doing a good amount. 67k on upgrade 2. 90k, you think they knew what they were doing with that? I don't know, but this is with Glitch and Mystical, thank you to she FWGO. But okay, Masked Cyclone here. Go into the mech, can I like catch the animation in live action? I don't know if he has attack animation. I don't have him disabled, do I? I don't know, he's very cool, but hold on. Where's his mech? Okay, he just doesn't have animations maybe? I don't know. They're hard to see, like hard to tell. I see the mech attacking, but I don't know if that's like actually the animation. It's just the mech punching. Universe Shatter, upgrade 8. 1.7 pillar 15 already. Max him out, we gain a new ability, Tengen Tapa Giga Drill. And he's also full AoE now. Okay, not sure why it took a minute to update there, but upon activation, shoot out a drill that deals 10 trillion. After the first use of this ability, gain a blue flame. Okay. Want to use ability? So he's going to shoot out a Giga Drill. And it's going to do 10 trillion, no animation. Really? Why'd they kind of like cheap out with this guy? I don't know, I think I have both attack animations and ability animations on, right? Be right here, yeah. I don't know. Either way though, I mean, you can control his mech, which is really cool. I can make this guy exit maybe. Can I kick him out? No. Oh wait. Okay, does the mech... Oh, what? We can all enter the mech? Oh, this is awesome. Okay, multiple people can join in his mech, which is really cool. Unless this guy also has Simon down somewhere and I didn't see that. I don't think he does though. So we can all have the mech down, I'm pretty sure, or something like that. Maybe he has his own. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. But okay. He does have blue flame now. And I mean, he's pretty alright. I think the HP drain is the most important part. So he's going to be infinite meta pretty much permanently. And it's pretty fun also, because you can just hop in and start whacking stuff. And that will do percent-based damage. Pretty good for infinites, that's pretty much all though. I mean, his own damage is not that crazy, at least in my opinion. I don't know. You don't really need to have a crazy trait on this guy, but pretty cool. Thank you again, both BBarn for showcasing his Eins, and now Geo for showcasing the Simon. That's going to be all for the Halloween units. Now we can kind of finish up getting Rimuru on my end. Sorry for the wait on these showcases, I don't know. But yeah, those were the Halloween part 2, people. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Anyways, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.